Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Check check. Well, what's going on, everybody? We'll talk about the Jussie Smollett thing. As you all have heard, the Jussie Smollett case has finally come to a head. The leader's been blown off the case, and as most of us figured, the boy was lying. And now, I don't know, he got to change his name to Lucy, I guess, because he's got some splaining to do. Jussie, Juicy, you got some splaining to do, man. Because anybody that knows anything about the Streeterville area, and this was like the first thing that tipped me off that he was making this up. Anybody that knows anything about the Streeterville area in Chicago knows that you would be hard pressed to find some Trump supporters up there. Hard pressed because nobody in the Streeterville area walks around wearing my guy hats and carrying ropes and stuff like that because it just doesn't happen up there. I don't care what time of night it is. I don't care what time of day it is. It just doesn't happen up there on that side of town. So that was like the first thing that tipped me off that, okay, there's something ain't right here. And from that point on, it was just a matter of time before the thing just unraveled completely. And now we've reached that point. And this dude might be in a real heap of trouble because you can't be lying about hate crimes. They take that shit real seriously. But we'll see what they do moving forward. But he's hired the same criminal defense attorney as Michael Cohen. So that tells you right there, he must think he's in a world of trouble. So, man, it ain't looking good for old Jussie. It ain't looking good for him. Now, the main takeaways I got from this are these, and there's a couple of them. Number one, I hope this finally clues people into the fact that we cannot just believe an accuser's story. Because we see this all the time. Just believe the accuser. Believe the accuser. You know, you have to examine and test anything that anybody says. You know, that's what investigations are all about. You can't just take somebody's word. Anybody can say anything about anybody and ruin their life. And that's what's happening in this case. This guy has dragged in these two guys from all the way from over in Nigeria, got them involved in this allegedly, and, you know, it's going to cause a lot of problems for these folks. So hopefully the takeaway for everybody from this, at least, is, hey, you cannot just believe anybody's story. Just because they accuse somebody of something, you can't just believe it. You have to test it, examine it, test it again, do a proper investigation, ask questions, interview people, and then you make a determination. And that's what the Chicago Police Department has done. So we got to shut that down. All these people are saying just believe the accuser, believe the accuser. No, you don't believe the accuser. Just off of face value. What they're saying needs to be tested. And now you've dragged all these other people into this situation, and now you're looking, ooh, man, it's just really looking bad for this dude. But that's my first takeaway. My second takeaway from that is this. Now, I wonder if this guy is going to, when this thing goes before the courts, because I'm sure it is, once all the facts and details come out and he has to go before the authorities, I wonder if he's going to lay on somebody's couch, right, and then claim that he has some sort of disorder that caused him to do this. I wonder if he's going to go and get some kind of examination from some shrink and say that, oh, you know, this guy, we talked to him when we interviewed him and we put him through, and it turns out he has some sort of narcissistic, sociopathic personality disorder or something, and that's what caused him to do this. I wonder if he's going to use something like that as some sort of defense. Because to tell you the truth, if he does do that, I would have to agree with him. I think he does have some sort of disorder, some sort of narcissistic sociopathic malaise going on in his head, because I'm basing it off of some of the tweets that I've read from this guy. This guy, oh man, some of the stuff that he's tweeted, it's like he's begging for attention. It's like he's missing something. I can't put my finger on it. And then let alone the tweets that he's lashed out against Trump and all that. This guy is, and then the tweet that he posted about liars and how you can sniff one out and how you can tell who they are and all this, that. And now it comes out that he's basically talking about himself. Game recognized game, right? So reading all those tweets, and if you want, go to his Twitter page, read those tweets. Read a lot of them. There's a lot of anger, a lot of vitriol, a lot of chest beating, a lot of self-aggrandizement there. I think this dude has he may just have some sort of narcissistic personality, sociopathic disorder of some sort. And I won't be surprised that if he does get diagnosed with that, he's going to use that in his defense, because now that now that this thing is blown wide open, he's got to come up with some explanation for it, man. He's got to come up with something to explain why he went out and made up a story like this. So whether he's getting written off the show, as the rumors were, or whatever, his career is definitely going to hit a stall, without a doubt. But he's going to come up with something to defense this thing, because he's in trouble. Yeah, Jussie's got some explaining to do. Jussie, explain. That's what the police are going to see him. Next time they talk to him, they're going to be like, Jussie, explain. Oh, my goodness. But yeah, those of us if you're in the Chicago area and you know anything about Streeterville, that was the first tip-off that this was some nonsense, that this was some mess, and it was just a matter of time before the whole ball of wax melted, and that's what's happening now. So good luck to old Jussie, because you're going to need it. I guess he know which way the tea leaves are blowing. Otherwise, he would not have hired Michael Cohen's criminal defense attorney, because he knows something about to go down. And that's the other thing. He's denied that. He's denied so much. He's denied that he's hired a defense attorney. He's trying to play the role like he's appalled that nobody believes him. It's like this guy's got some kind of disorder going on. Pathological liar. I mean, you name it. That's what's going on with this guy, and it's going to come out. So Jussie just needs to go ahead and sit down, talk to the police, and explain. Explain, Jussie. You got to explain. You got some explaining to do, Jussie. Now explain. All right, that's all I got for this one. Peace. Be cool.